Day Shaving Cadre, Barber Dave with BarberDave's Barbershop at Home. We're going to do a shave today with Dawn's theme for cool. But before we do that, I want something for show something for Nurse Dave. Look, can you see that, Dave? Yes, it's my Aquanaut. And he is face up, floating in the space of that. So I thought you'd like that. He's not belly up like your dolphin. He's face up, cruising around in the blue section. And now he's floating around in the other stuff. Not using this today, but I thought Dave would get an appreciation of that. Okay, for today's shave, we are going to be using Iron Throne. Chris had made this soap for a couple of us a couple years ago regarding Game of Thrones. So it has real menthol, WS12, and stuff like that. So it's a very cool soap. Very cold on the face. We'll be using Captain's Choice North, which has got a nice juniper hit. And then, of course, Juniper Sling to kind of mellow everything out. Because I'm sure Dave and Nurse Dave loves this. Because it does smell like some burnt, some heat, some campfire stuff. So it's really good. And for the brush today, we're going to be using the TSC 2nd anniversary brush. And for the razor, I'm kind of hitting the hashtag new to me and the hashtag scared to shave, a 1924 Ever-Ready Shovelhead. I've had this razor for a long time. My wife gave it to me for my birthday and it was in bad shape. Yesterday I polished it up and decided to use it, and it's got a brand new gem blade in there. So we'll see how that goes. No need to talk about how Chris's soaps lather. They're just tremendous. And this one has just a wonderful juniper smell to it. You know, it's almost like a juniper forest. And then with the added menthol, you get the fire and ice kind of smell to it. Yeah, it smells like if you were up in the mountains and somebody was burning some juniper or some pine, that's the smell you get. Almost, you could argue it's like a foresty Christmas as well. So it's really good stuff. And also, the eyebrow video I did yesterday, some interesting comments. Understand that, you know, guys, they're your eyebrows. Quite frankly, I don't care how you do them. But remember to ask the proper way to do them from a barber's perspective. And being a professional barber, I know a lot about the hair, the structure of the face. But you know what? Trim your eyebrows the way you want to trim them. You're the one who has to look at them. I don't. Okay. Okay, we're going to see how this shovel head does. Definitely mows down the whiskers, that's for sure. I don't use alum that often, but I'll do it today just to see how it does, because the blade gap, or the blade exposure, I should say, on this is pretty intense. So far, so good. The hardest part for me with these is to keep the shovel head cap up against the face to keep the razor from digging in. Let's see how the first pass went. Pretty good, actually. And the residual slickness on Chris's soaps is just fantastic. And the ice coldness, what's neat about this soap, I think than many of Chris's other soaps, is you get the feeling of fire and ice at the same time, because you're getting that smell of the burnt wood and the juniper, and it's very strong. Well, I'd say an SOS of 4, but you're also getting that cooling from the menthol and the WS12, and so it's a really unique sensation, other than any other soap. I would say this Ever-Ready is probably a little bit more aggressive than any of my other gem razors. But I will say that if you have any type of facial accoutrement, meaning like a mole, you want to be real careful, because by looking at this, it reminds one of one of those banjo slicers, as far as, you know, to get your salami sliced. But very nice, very smooth actually. I can see where I've missed a few spots because of the angles of the blade itself, but like I said, I don't shave with gems that often. But the face freeze is just tremendous. Not overly done, so you still get that menthol hit, but you also get that cooling agent hit like you would on a toothpaste. So it's really, really nice. Plus still getting that fiery smell. So if there was ever a soap that really encompassed what Game of Thrones was, this is certainly it. And another complete winner by Chris in CBL soaps. One thing I will say about this Shovelhead, as opposed to the other gems that I have, for some reason this Shovelhead cap really stays smooth on the face. And this is a 100% brass razor. So it's really, really nice and smooth on the face. And not as hard to get used to as I thought it would be. But I can see, though, that if you got your angle wrong on this, it could definitely
slice your face up like sushi pretty easy because of the blade gap and the blade exposure.
Okay, let's see how we did.
Good residual slickness as always with Chris's soaps. Few spots I missed. But overall, for the first time out using this, as KJ said yesterday, when he commented when I posted this, truly is a piece of cake. This is not a razor that I'd want to do a J-hook with, though.
I think the shave would get better as I got used to this razor, but actually very, very nice. Now let's see what the alum says. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. A couple of little spots, but nothing major at all.
I thought it would be worse.
Good shave, actually.
I'll be using the Proraso Talc today because that rosemary, and I do get what Nurse Dave has been saying. I'm starting to get the more herbaceous feel of it. For the aftershave, we're going to use Captain's Choice North. It matches almost perfectly. I do have the Captain's Choice soap, but I don't use it very often because you can't get it anymore. But yeah, this is very fiery, very Juniper forward. And the nice thing about the Juniper Sling from Penhaligon's is it's not that strong as far as lasting scent, but it has a boozy margarita kind of, or not margarita, but gin and tonic type of feel, which actually tones down the woodiness and the fieriness of the Captain's Choice North and the soap. So it's a really nice accompaniment to the Iron Throne. If you can still get it somewhere, I would definitely recommend the Iron Throne. It's a great soap. Okay, we'll be using the Proraso again as far as the talc. And the one thing I have noticed about the Proraso Talc, for those that are interested in buying it, out of all the talcs that I have, this one has definitely quelled the heat issues that we get here. We were 108 yesterday, 106 the day before, 109 the day before that. And I did not get oily burrito swamp face at all. And I was outside helping Kyle, UA Cowboy, move for a while as well. And then yesterday I had to go to Home Depot to get some lattice for my wife. So it more and more sold on it as we speak. Okay, and then once again, the Juniper Sling by Penhaligon's. It's a nice EDT. Like I said, it's a little bit light, but you'll get hints of it throughout the day. It's lime, juniper. It really does smell like a gin martini and a gin and tonic with a kind of a sweet note to it. It's probably one of my favorites. It's just wonderful. Okay, guys, that's it. I certainly appreciate it. And as always, we appreciate you being members of theshavingcadre.com. And if you haven't visited us before, that's www.theshavingcadre.com. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.